1-2-7. That is what Pakistan have achieved after they won the toss and decided to bat first versus India. The highest run scorer, Shahzada Farhan for Pakistan with 40, and then later 33 for Shaheen Shah Afridi chipped in to take his team to 127. Wicket takers for India, of course, Kuldeep Yadav with 3 the most, Axar Patel with 2 wickets, and Jasprit Bumrah also picking up 2 wickets. 9 down for 127 is what Pakistan managed. What is it looking like? Is this... I mean, when the game started and Pakistan won the toss, would you have taken this?
50-50, because this is a very, very tricky wicket. I mean, you've seen how the spinners have wreaked havoc. You look at it, Kuldeep, Axar, Varun, combined, they have only conceded 60 runs in 12 overs.
You should count Abhishek also got 1 over.
Okay, so 13 overs, 6 for 65. That is, if you're looking at the broader picture, just about half of the Pakistan total in 13 overs at a run rate of 5. Now, Pakistan also have 4 spinners. Mohammad Nawaz, Sufyan Mukim, who by the way in 2025 has an economy rate of 5.9. Sufyan Mukim. Then you look at, I've mentioned Nawaz, there is Abrar, there is also Saim Ayub, and also Salman Agha can chip into this off spin as well. I think the Indian batting has some trouble against spin, but it depends on how the top order set the momentum. If an Abhishek can score, say, 50 runs in the power play, 5 overs 50, then they'll be in the game. But otherwise, it's not going to be an easy chase.
I disagree. I think it'll not be an easy chase. But I think given how tricky the wicket is, I think they would have still wanted about 150 on the board. 127 looks much better, but then that's also because they were like 64 for 5 at one point. So from there, 127 looks like, oh, it's a very good recovery, which let's make no bones about it. It is. But I do think 127 with India's batting lineup, even if you lose a couple of wickets, there's just not enough runs to play with over the course of 20 overs. You'd be going at an economy of like under 6.5. That's not a lot. Even on a tricky pitch, it's not a lot. I think if they were at 150, I would have said, you know what, game on. That really is anyone's game.
By the way, that last match, first match of 2022 in the T21, they struggled to chase 148, by the way.
That's why I said 150 would have been an absolute game on kind of circumstance, because this is a tricky pitch. There's no two ways about it. You saw how much trouble the spinners gave the Pakistani batters. I think in the end, obviously, that Hardik over did take a little bit of the shine off.
The second best partnership in the whole Pakistan.
Which, by the way, included Abrar Ahmed scoring, 0 of 0 balls.
Diamond pair.
Yeah. But I do think it still not be that tough a chase. Unless Pakistan can get a couple of early wickets, then you're setting the cat among the pigeons. But right now, I don't feel that bothered by the target.
Okay, so when you are not worried but still circumspect and you don't feel too worried, how do you put it in terms of numbers? In what percentage are you saying?
60% India.
60-40?
Yeah,
75-25?
Okay, 75-25. Okay, so that now I have a clearer picture as to when you mean it's not going to be too troublesome, and you're saying, okay, it's not all hunky-dory. You got to be mindful of the total. Yes.
Exactly. I also am of the opinion, much as Shane, that this is going to be a 75% of an India win sort of a scenario, which is to say that they'll be at ease right now. They would have taken it, to answer the earlier question, at toss, this wicket. If they had known that this would be the kind of grip, this would be the kind of slowness of the wicket, and they'd be asked to chase about 128 runs, they would have taken it very happily. Why I say that is, let's go back to the last time that they played T20 cricket, the two nations, and that pitch had a lot of demons at the Nassau County. And their 120 proved to be a match-winning total. However, does this wicket look anywhere close to what we saw at the Nassau County, where India somehow managed 120, still won the match? Firstly, so much has changed since that particular match in terms of India's approach, and I don't think this wicket comes even close to what we saw at the Nassau County. I don't think this challenges India a lot.
The image of the day for me was, I think it was Fakhar Zaman when he was given out, and Pakistan looked like in tatters. They very well could have been something like 8 for 3 or something like that. and the umpire gave it out, and then it went on a review, and then he was not out, and there was an image of a Pakistani fan like breathing easy like that. He was.
That's
taking
another
a-
meme incoming and loading.
Yeah. That reminded me of that one guy you always have. Yeah. So it was that. But I would have to side with what Shane and Harshit are saying, that while yes, I think I would have been worried as an Indian fan if Pakistan was sitting on 160. 160 in these conditions, and I'm not still saying that would have been a match-winning total, but it would have been a total where you don't know where the game could have gone. A couple of quick wickets up front, it could be dangerous. But I think 127 for this Indian team with the batting lineup that they have, and I'm even taking the pitch and the conditions, I don't think it should be a problem. I think this pitch will still allow you to play a few shots. Pakistan were lucky to have won the toss and batted first. But I think the batting lineup that India has, that's one reason why I'm confident. And two, and the most important bit, I know that Siddharth gave all the examples of Indian spinners, and if you take the 13 overs bowled by Indian spinners, they've done rather well. But I think there's a huge quality difference between Indian spinners and Pakistan spinners. I think Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarthy, Axar, Patel are in a different league. If you look at an Abrar or a Saim Ayub, who's a part-time spinner, or Sufyan Mukim that you've got, who's a Chinaman, still, he wants to be Kuldeep Yadav. He's a wannabe Kuldeep Yadav, but he's really not where Kuldeep Yadav is at the moment. So if I take all that into consideration, I think it's going to be celebration time for us in about hour and a half. In fact, I thought, but the only thing that India should be a little cross with themselves with is that they should have at one stage dismissed them below 100. It looked like that below 100. Yeah. And there was talk, and quite honestly, I was thinking of it like that they'll be dismissed below 100. India's going to finish it in 10 overs. Because below 100, you can just keep attacking. Doesn't matter, you lose wickets, you'll chase it very easily as you did versus UAE. It could have been a game like that. But even now, I don't think it'll be a very happy Indian dressing room. Job is done because, see, scenario could be bad. What if they got that 160, 65 and then you're up against it? I think India would take it.
The chokehold that the spinners applied, there was no way Pakistan could even dream of that kind of a total. They were struggling. They were 40 odd for 2, then 40 odd for 2 became 49 for 4. So they were struggling all along. If you were to break this and break this innings down, if you take out those 33 odd runs that came from the bat of Shaheen Shah Afridi, and you don't in most cases expect your second last batter to be, or your last batter in fact, to be giving you those many runs,
and Hardik Pandya to end with an economy of 11,
Pandya to be, which I pointed out in the dugout, that he's been the only Indian bowler who's leaked runs, but also a rare off day for Jasprit Bumrah.
Yes, but I mean Jasprit covers up for his economy and got 2 wickets as well.
Yeah, his off day is an economy of 7. I'll take that.
And 2 wickets.
2 wickets, yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. By Jasprit Bumrah standards off day. Before we go back to Arshad, I think because you're talking about Jasprit, I think to me it felt, and that's very rare for a Jasprit Bumrah, to me it felt like he was a bit over eager. And that is something that doesn't happen with Jasprit Bumrah. He's such a calm guy. He's such a level-headed guy that no matter the situation, what you're under pressure or not, he knows that this is what I'm going to do. I'm not reacting to the batter. I'll just do my job with my skill. I'll go about it. I think here, and his pace was also up. Mid 140s he was bowling at. So he was trying to be quick. He was trying to bowl short, trouble the batter. I thought a bit over eager. Overall, still, decent numbers. You'll take it.
He had
what he can achieve.
dot balls.
Yeah.
But those 10 balls he conceded 28. And
I think the problem is he's made us so used to nobody even hitting him for boundaries that if he's hit for 2 or 3 boundaries, you say, what has happened?
Those 2 sixes he got hit off, I was like, what's happening here? This shouldn't be happening.
Remarkably, when he was hit for those first 2 sixes, in the entire Asia Cup until now, the only sixes that were hit of a bowler was of Jasprit Bumrah. Even the UAE game, he got hit for a 6. Here he got it for 2 sixes. Then when Axar got it for a 6, he became the first non-Bumrah bowler to get it for a 6.
So maybe it is with Bumrah. It is either he'll give you a 6 or you're out.
Yeah.
So you choose what is it that you want to go for.
Look at 6. Kuldeep. 5.5 overs he's already bowled in the 2 matches. 7 for 25.
If you look at even the game-changing point, those 2 wickets that he gets, so the 2 Nawazes,
Hassan
back
and
to
Mohammad.
back. From there, Pakistan kind of got rebuilding again, and you thought, oh, now it does look like 150. They could target, and then he gets those two done. Then you're looking at 100, which I was looking at.
Oh, Nawaz is what have you done?
Oh, Nawaz is.
Oh, Nawaz.
So you lose 2 wickets inside the first 10 runs, then 40 to 50 you lose the next 2, then between 50 to 100 you lose another 3. Last 2 wickets is what you had to wait a little bit for, and I'm not too sure if I saw a lot of dew there, and that's the only concession that I'm giving to Hardik Pandya. Maybe a little bit of dew, and that's why he was bowling all those full tosses that he did in the last over. But otherwise, India were an absolute cruise control in this. In these 20 overs.
Story of first halves, if you have to look at it, first 10 overs 49 for 4, the next 10 overs have yielded close to 78 runs.
That's because of Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Either the conditions have eased off.
No. It's just one man, Shaheen Shah Afridi, and he reminds me of who's that? Sohail Tanveer, who used to be like that with the bat. You know,
He hit
Shrison for that 6 in 2007.
So Shaheen Shah Afridi reminds
Leg
me of
sides.
that. Primarily a bowler, but uses the long handle quite well and quite consistently. So I think that's the difference. If you take Shaheen Shah Afridi's 33 of 16, which is a strike rate of 200 plus, this inning is pretty average, and it was quite pedestrian throughout this game. They were operating at a strike rate which was below 4-5. That was the rate that they were operating with. I was like, at best they'll manage about 100 even if they have a good day, and I think that's what the Pakistan batting was. They were caught between a rock and a hard place. The general consensus I saw on Twitter from the Pakistan side is that it's not so much Indian bowling, but it's the Pakistani batters that are to blame because they played some mindless shots. You buy that?
No.
Saim Ayub. I mean,
I don't buy that for the simple reason, because clearly for anyone who understands cricket, they were not able to make head or tail out of the spin that was bowled at them.
I mean,
if there is a Varun Chakravarthy's mystery from one end, Kuldeep Yadav will bowl that wrong one to you once in 4 deliveries. That makes him a little predictable, but even then, that 4th delivery is a wicket-taking delivery, and when those two were bowling in tandem, these guys had no idea what was happening. I in fact disagree with I think it was Wasim Akram that time, the 1-6 that Shahzada Farhan hit of Bumrah, which was on the leg side. The commentator said that he was in absolute control. I totally disagree. The head had already reached the stands much before the ball did. So I don't think he was in any control at all.
For someone who was watching a Manchester United match, he's watched a lot of cricket also alongside it. Huh? Well done, yeah, Arshit. Huh?
Yeah, lots of cricket. Today it's been Super Sunday, by the way. Oof.
I know.
So many sporting events. See, we lost all sporting events to our northern neighbor. It's now time to give some to our western neighbor at least.
What northern neighbor?
China.
So I don't know whether you're talking about Pakistan. I was like, this game is on.
Yeah. Northern neighbor.
So they are their eastern neighbor.
North and east neighbor. Yeah.
So is Pakistan, north and west.
North and
when
west,
you say north, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's
That doesn't help that he's wearing a green t-shirt.
Out of all the colors that you have in your cupboard, including hundreds of yellows, you
Today
have
was
to find
the
a
day.
green today.
yes.
Is that by design or
Is this a mark of something that I don't understand?
No, I mean, green is the way to go.
Go green.
Go green. Now it happens to be an India-Pakistan day. What can I do about it?
Choose to not wear green for a start.
No. I already own 4 yellows. One day I have to wear a different color.
This week,
Pink, red, blue.
All put for wash. Yesterday I wore a blue. by the way.
Nothing that you say
is going to make
justifies.
sense.
No, we're not judging you again. But I mean, jokes apart, just because you're wearing green does not necessarily mean you're.
Anything.
Yeah, I've got a bit of green. I've tried to make the tricolor. There's a bit of green here. But
I have not worn my
Still wearing blue.
yellow specs. That's the problem. I wear yellow specs in that.
still wearing blue. By the way, the latest is, and this is something that we informed you at the start of the match, that the, sales seem to be a bit slow because there weren't too many people that turned up. But now, as we figure out, there's almost a 90% crowd that is there, almost close to 100. And by the way, that's the amount of crowd that you got in Champions Trophy as well. So as far as the ground reality is concerned, in terms of people attending, we'll only know about the television ratings later, and if the boycotts really worked or not. But in terms of people turning at the stadium, anywhere between 80 to 100% is what you've been getting for an India-Pak game in the recent times. I go back to the Asia Cup of 2022 and then the Champions Trophy. I think it's par for the course. So the boycott in that sense hasn't so much worked out on the ground. Again, social media, it has had an impact, but on the ground it hasn't, and television ratings we'll find out.
I think television ratings now will be the real metric, because there were two. One was how many fans turn up to the stadium. That metric tells you that, listen, everyone is already pretty much your par for course with what you anticipated. In fact, you're at pretty much the same amount or maybe even more than what you got during the Champions Trophy. Now, that means that, okay, the fans were clearly interested in the match. Now then what is left to see is what the TV ratings say, and that we'll again know in a few days' time, if at all.
Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill coming out to bat. What do you think, guys? If you were to make any predictions?
They're going to go hard on the power play. They're going to go very hard on the power
Would you want them to go hard, or would you want them to you're just chasing 120 wide? See, because if you go hard and you will, let's say, lose 2-3 wickets quickly, do you want to set the cat amongst the pigeons? No, you say no, you guys take your time.
Let Abhishek go bang bang. Let Shubman Gill play typical Shubman Gill, like what he's done prior to his return in T20 cricket.
I think you'll need one of the batters to be a little circumspect.
Yeah.
Because I do think
let's say you're 50 for 1, then maybe you can attack.
I think what Pakistan would have learned from this Indian bowling innings is that you need to bring in spin as early as possible. This is something we saw in the previous match from India as well. Suryakumar Yadav gave the ball to Axar, and that was the third over of the match. So maybe this is going to be the way to go forward in Dubai. And given that between spinners and pacers, from what we've seen in the previous 20 overs, or the only 20 overs that we've seen so far, it's the spinners that have dominated. So bring in the spinners as early as possible. Try applying the chokehold, because you will probably take into account the fact that pacers are going to be a tad expensive than the spinners here. So bowl them. I don't have too many runs as is on the board, so let me apply as much spin as I can early on, and then let's see if I have enough runs to protect that I need the pacers to be doing about six overs of bowling or not.
But remember, T20I's low score sometimes can be very tricky. I mean, you look at New York, that was a very tricky chase which became because Pakistan choked. You look at other instances, the first T20 encounter between it was a 150 plus, it was 141. So that is why.
But Pakistan's approach in that low scoring game was to be circumspect, and we'll take a step. But it's another thing that Indians bowled really well.
Which India won't be circumspect.
And then Rizwan played that.
That match had so much to do with psychology, Siddharth. I feel there was a team that was trying to
They were nervous,
There was
Pakistan.
another team that was sure enough in its own ability that 120, we will go ahead and win this one.
Listen,
as well.
that match, the tactics of the batters, the Pakistan batters really caught me off guard, because Rizwan defended against everyone, then chose to try and attack Bumrah.
Cross-batted shot to
Bumrah?
Bumrah's last over.
Really?
Yeah, that beat me too.
I'm yet
That's
to
where
try
you
and
lost
make
it.
any
Just
sense to
see
that.
of that over of Bumrah and the match was yours.
Could have been yours.
That was where you lost it in that way. So that's why.
And see, that's why I'm saying I don't want any of our batters to overthink it. I think you have a clear mandate in front of you. You have 8 batters depth. You lose 2 wickets in the power play, it's not a problem. You've still got 6 batters and the target isn't big. Play your normal game. Don't overthink it. Play your normal game. Don't be Pep Guardiola. Don't overthink it.
It's no final.
Still.
Okay, Fast and Curious saying on a very serious note, still got to see better cricket from Babar and Rizu time. So he's saying this Pakistan team
Yes,
is
of course. Rizbar were chore to watch. Rizbar were chore to watch. Sorry to say.
You think this team played better than
No.
the Rizbar?
Of course, see,
The scoreboard doesn't.
doesn't, but you also have to remember it's very tricky conditions.
See, I felt, and I know I'm going back to what I was seeing on Twitter, Pakistani social media, where they were talking about Pakistani batters giving away their wickets. To an extent, there were some who did that, and I think you could see the lack of experience. I don't think it didn't seem like finished products, right? Who were like just, and I think a Babar Azam would have played differently here. So
At least Rizwan, I would have expected
Huh.
in these conditions to. Even in New York, it was Rizwan's wicket that was the key, right?
yeah.
Once he was gone, you knew that the floodgates are now open.
And he threw away his own wicket.
And see, that's why we are all bullish about this Indian team winning, because there is no one key wicket per se. I think from that batting lineup from 1 to 8,
They're all match winners.
anybody
They're all
anybody
match
can win
winners.
the match. on a given day.
That was reiterated yesterday as well, and that's something that's sort of stuck with me when one of the assistant coaches also comes and says that listen, we have a luxury of there being a Sanju Samson and somebody like an Axar as well, because these guys can bat anywhere top of the order to number 8 as well. That is how we look at these guys.
Yeah, could do that. Couple of quick comments before we wind up. Nikhil bhai, this wasn't the pitch to blind slog. 150 would have been competitive. Today they hit boundaries, but dot balls of 10 overs against top teams, death bowler Arshdeep is a mutt.
Yes.
That is a good point. But the thing is, you're only judging Hardik, who's actually also playing as a batting all-rounder, you know.
And he gets going with the boundary.
Okay then.
As he
we
started-
now know how Abhishek is going to be playing. First ball,
for the
boom.
swing. He's
First ball,
He danced
boom.
down the track.
Four.
walking out of his crease. First
Not walking,
ball.
dancing.
Boy, if they win in 10 overs,
Yeah. Humiliation.
it is going to be party time.
Annihilation.
Further proof that Shaheen Shah
Look
Afridi
at
is
him,
no
he
Mitchell
dances
Stark.
down the wicket
Did he
first
start the
ball.
previous match?
He started with the boundary.
A 6 and a 4.
Yes.
So a 4 and a 6 this time.
Look at him, yeah, Abhishek. I love it, love it.
Someone tell him this is the next coming of Wasim Akram, Mitchell Stark, and everything in between. Rude.
Ooh, this is exciting. This is exciting. Let's see a few more deliveries. Oh my God! That's a 6.
He started with a 6 and 4 against UAE. He's here begin with a 4 and a 6.
Oh Lord,
Are
have
we
mercy.
loving it or are we loving it?
Well,
Mr.
Shaheen.
Smiling assassin, I can't call him an assassin, Shaheen Shah Afridi, because
Oh,
he's not.
he's-
But he's always smiling, you know, that's the thing.
He
Yeah,
lost it
getting
5
hit
years
also is-
ago.
This was a very
Look
good
at
shot.
that, man. Oh,
Proper
boy.
cricketing shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Abhishek, you beauty.
Yeah.
You beauty.
Yeah, but he lost it 5 years ago.
Beauty.
Not 5. I mean, 4
We're
years
loving this,
ago.
guys.
I mean, including that, yeah. See, when
Nicely
Wade hit him for
played.
3 sixes, that's
Nicely played.
it. It was done.
Yeah, right. I think that
Nicely
Wade was
played.
what killed it.
Wade, 3 sixes killed Shaheen Shah Afridi, the bowler. He's not been the same since then.
नहीं वो जो ये शो देखेंगे वो तो मैच देखेंगे
Correct.
obviously, but those are the ones that are interested in the match.
Yeah.
How would you know? Anyway, our producer Shivam tells us that our live count has dropped as soon as the match has started, because I'm guessing you are on the one device only.
And that's a 4. Oh.
Considering their fielding, I thought that may have been a 4, but that's
Yeah,
good.
That was-
they fielded.
For a change.
That was
For a
good,
change.
yeah.
For a change.
We're going to watch the first over with you guys. 2 more deliveries.
Yes.
It's fun. And then we'll wind up.
Yep. So, Abhishek.
So you were all cribbing about how much Hardik has given in the last over. He might just take that much in the
Even it
first
out.
over. itself.
minus 11.
Correct.
22 then. Shaheen scored 22.
And wait, see, we were expecting Gill to be the circumspect one. Let's see how he starts things.
He'll be sensible.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, he won't.
He'll be very
Like if it's a
Forward
ball,
pressure.
then to hit, he'll hit.
Yeah.
He'll be like that.
It's like
See,
over,
actually,
overpaced
India's
offside, he's
thing.
locked it. Otherwise,
I would have Pakistan decided to drop the one asset that India have always pounced on, Haris Rauf. If Haris Rauf was there, you would have had a UAE like kind of a situation.
He's been leaking a lot of.
9.1 economy rate. Yeah,
Okay,
Haris
who
Rauf.
said? Parminder said, take my comment.
Yes.
Okay, Parminder is saying death over is a concern. We need one more fast bowler. Come on, India will win 70-30. Parminder has gone 70-30. Keeping in mind the due, Sid wearing green does not mean you will give advantage to
I
Pakistan.
didn't give
He
Pak-
didn't actually.
I never gave an
It's
advantage.
even he's clearly being tongue in cheek, Parvinder.
or not.
I don't know, but
No,
that was a bad shot.
By the way, did you notice when India was also bowling, there was a lot of lateral movement with the new ball.
Yes.
Hardik and
Bumrah, yeah, we're getting like
Bumrah both were
2.8 to
getting-
3,
Even the
2.1
first
degrees of
ball-
swing.
Correct.
which is a wide.
Which was a wide.
Even Surya
Surya's
was like,
reaction
oh.
to that. Oh, you're getting some swing, mate.
Oh,
To be
And
fair,
then-
Surya had a lot of reactions.
I know.
Yeah.
What will
He's
Bhav
the
do? I
Kapitan.
don't know. Yeah.
He is the Kapitan. No, he's going to play sensible, I think, Gill.
To be fair, he went for a slog off the first ball
First
and nearly
ball,
edged it. So I
yeah.
think that's what told him no.
But again, I
But you know,
think
that was a ball to go. It was like,
it just
Yeah.
swung away a bit late. So Abhishek will just go bang bang. I think Shubman will just hold one end up.
Amit Deshmukh says he's not watching live, he's only watching this channel. Thank you so much, Amit. We love
Well
it.
done.
But unfortunately, our live will have to come to an end now because we want to watch the match.
Correct.
And we will see you as soon as the last,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say ball is bowled, as soon as the last ball
Final
is
rights
hit,
of this match.
hit
Yeah.
Will be
for the winning runs.
Yeah.
Then we'll be live. See you guys. Take care. Bye
See you.
bye.
Bye bye.
See you
Bye bye.
soon.
Bye bye.